Have you ever felt a pang of anxiety when you see your friends posting pictures of a party you couldn't attend? This feeling, my friends, is known as FOMO, or fear of missing out. It's a contemporary phenomenon, a form of social anxiety that's as old as time, but amplified in the digital age. It stems from the fear that others might be having rewarding experiences from which you are absent. In essence, it's that uncomfortable sensation that an opportunity for social interaction is passing you by. This feeling is largely driven by social media platforms, where everyone's life appears to be a never-ending party. Seeing others' experiences can make us feel like we're not part of the action. It's a psychological itch that's hard to scratch, a constant nagging that somewhere, somehow, someone is having a better time than you are. Now that we know what FOMO is, let's delve deeper into why we experience it. Why do we experience FOMO? The answer lies in our basic human need to belong. Let's delve into the psychological realm of FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's not just a buzzword, it's an emotion deeply rooted in our human nature. Humans are social creatures. We crave acceptance, we yearn for inclusion, and we have an innate desire to be part of the tribe. This is because, historically, being part of a group meant survival, and being left out was akin to a death sentence. Fast forward to today, and this primal fear has taken on a new form. We're not worried about being left out of a hunt or a gathering. Rather, we fear missing out on experiences, opportunities, and connections. And here's where the real culprit steps in: social media. Social media platforms are like a showcase of life's best moments. They are constantly showing us what we could be missing: the parties we weren't invited to, the trips we didn't take, the accomplishments we haven't achieved. It's a never-ending stream of highlights, and it's easy to feel like we're constantly falling behind. But remember, what you see on social media is not the full picture. It's a curated, filtered highlight reel. It's not real life. Understanding the psychology behind FOMO is the first step towards overcoming it. But how can we do that? Overcoming FOMO is easier than you might think. It all starts with understanding your own worth. Imagine a world where you're not constantly comparing your life to the polished, curated versions of others' lives that you see on social media. A world where you're not anxiously scrolling through feeds, haunted by the thought that you're missing out on something better. This is not a fantasy. It's a reality that you can create for yourself by overcoming fear of missing out, or FOMO. Firstly, let's talk about self-awareness. It's about understanding what truly matters to you, not what you think should matter based on what others are doing. It's about identifying your values, your goals, and what brings you joy. It's about realizing that your life doesn't have to mirror anyone else's to be fulfilling and meaningful. Next, we have mindfulness. This is the practice of staying present and engaged in the moment, rather than being lost in thoughts about what you could be doing elsewhere. Mindfulness allows you to fully experience and appreciate your current situation rather than feeling the nagging pang of FOMO. Setting personal boundaries is another key step. This might mean limiting the time you spend on social media, or choosing to spend time with people who make you feel good about yourself, rather than those who stoke your FOMO. Now, let's talk about digital detox. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel like you're missing out if you're not constantly plugged in. But taking regular breaks from digital devices can help you to reconnect with the real world and reduce feelings of FOMO. Remember, FOMO is not a life sentence. It's a state of mind that can be changed. You have the power to decide how much influence it has over your life. So take a moment to reflect. What are your values? What truly brings you joy? How can you be more present in your daily life? What boundaries can you set to protect your mental well-being? Remember, life isn't about keeping up with everyone else. It's about finding your own path and cherishing your unique experiences. Let's replace FOMO with JOMO, the joy of missing out. It's not about being antisocial or reclusive, but about finding happiness in your own unique experiences. It's about cherishing the moments you have rather than pining for what others are experiencing. It's about disconnecting, taking a step back, and truly appreciating your own journey. It's about celebrating you. So next time you feel FOMO creeping in, remember to embrace JOMO and celebrate